Say cheese. You're like a ghost coming out of the dark, man. How many litres in here? A few million is like a swimming pool. 20 swimming pools. Hello? Anybody here? Arr. What was that? Arr. Oh no! We're trapped. Hi guys, how you doing? Well, here we are again. Have you enjoyed your summer? Well, we're still in summer as I record this, but by the time you see it, it might be moving into autumn, possibly winter. I do these things now and again as the mood takes me. Spirit moves in mysterious ways. I'm hearing a lot on media and throughout life in general, people are talking about crisis. Have you noticed that? Everyone's talking crisis. It's like I remember when I was at school, when I was at high school, there was problems with the miners. And back in those days in the UK, we had miners and we had unions that packed a punch. And those guys had a lot of economic power. And they used that power as leverage with the government of the day, which was the Conservative government under Margaret Thatcher. And she endured quite a few crises in her time, which could have easily derailed the British economy. But she managed to ride the waves, not necessarily through her own power, although some would say, oh yes, she did it all. Certain things came to her rescue, one of which was North Sea oil. The North Sea oil bonanza that Britain basically fell into started in the late 60s, early 70s, and by the late 80s was helping the British government balance the books and pay off the national debts and move Britain into a much more prosperous period. Now we're at a stage where North Sea oil is still ongoing, in the first quarter of the of the century, but as we look forward to the next quarter of the century, we know that that's going to diminish. Now, it's not so much the fact that we're still drilling for oil, but it's the fact that nowadays the crisis is not, can we produce enough goods and services to cover our own national debt, but can we do that and save the environment? Because the collision course is that the more oil we produce and the more carbon emissions we create or contribute to, the more we are endangering
everybody's leaving for the show. Seems as if we've lost the nerves for a feeling, and no one's in the mood to want to